Welcome to the spoken tutorial on Create an A4 poster using Inkscape. In this tutorial, we will learn to change the document properties, design an A4 poster, and save the poster in PDF. To record this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux 12.04 OS, Inkscape version 0.48.4. Let us open Inkscape. Go to File, click on New. These are the default canvas sizes that are available. My canvas is by default in A4 size. So I will leave it as it is. If it is not so on your machine, then select A4 size. Let us now change some settings. Go to File, click on Document Properties. A dialog box opens up where we can find various tabs and options. Let us learn about them one by one. In the first tab, Page, click on the Default Units drop-down list. As I click one by one, observe that the unit of the ruler changes. Let me keep the unit as pixels. Background option helps to change the transparency and color of the background. When we click on it, a new dialog box appears. Move the RGB sliders to the left and right. To make the background color visible on the canvas, move the alpha slider towards the right. Now, the transparency changes to the selected RGB values. Observe that the color on the background option in the Document Properties window changes as I move. Bring the alpha slider back to the extreme left and close the dialog box. Under Page Size, we find many options. We can change the size of the canvas using these options too. As I click, observe the change in the canvas size. Let us keep the page size as A4. Orientation can be changed to either portrait or landscape. Click on both the options and observe the change on the canvas. We can change the width and height of the canvas using the width and height parameters. Click on the Units drop-down list. Here, we can change the units according to our requirement. Let us now change the units to pixels. Click on Resize Page to Content option. The various available options opens up. We can set margins for all the sides here. After setting the margins, one need to click on the button Resize Page to Drawing or Selection. Next is the border option. We can see three checkbox options here. To demonstrate these options, let me first draw an ellipse in this manner. The first option makes the page border, that is the border of the canvas, visible. Uncheck this option and observe that the borders disappear. Then again check the option and observe that the borders reappear. The second option sets the border on top of the drawing so that is clearly visible. Once again, check and uncheck this option and observe what happens on the canvas. The third option shows a shadow of the canvas on the right and bottom. Notice here, the border to the right and bottom are thicker than the other two sides. Uncheck the third option and observe that the shadow disappears. We can use all these options according to our requirement and preference. The border color option allows us to decide the color of the border. Let us leave the default border color as it is. Next, click on Guides tab. Guides help you align text and graphic objects on the canvas. You can create ruler guides here. Click on the vertical ruler and drag a guideline. Now, check and uncheck the first option, Show Guides, and observe the guideline appears and disappears on the canvas. Guide color is the color of the guideline. Highlight color is the color of the guideline when it is being dragged to a certain position. The default colors of the guide and highlight are shown here. You can change it as per your preference. I will leave the default colors as they are. Snap Guides while dragging option helps to snap the objects or bounding box to the nearest guidelines while dragging. Next, click on Grids tab. Using this option, we can set the grid that appears behind the artwork on the canvas. Grids are helpful to position objects on the canvas, but they do not get printed. Click on the drop-down list. Rectangular grid and axonometric grid are the two types of grids available. Select rectangular grid and click on the New button. Immediately, a grid is formed on the canvas background. We can set the grid properties as per our requirement using the available options. We can remove the grid by clicking on the Remove button at the bottom. In a similar way, you can try the options for axonometric grid too. The options in the next 3 tabs will be covered in the advanced level tutorials in this series. Now let us start creating the poster. So first let me delete the ellipse and the guideline. For our poster, we will first design a background. Click on the rectangle tool. Draw a large rectangle that covers the whole canvas. Color it with light blue gradient. Next, draw a header area on the top and a footer area at the bottom of the canvas using the Bezier tool. We will color it blue. Let us import the spoken tutorial logo now. This logo has been provided to you in the code files link. So first of all, pause the tutorial, click on code files and download the zip file. Now unzip the folder and save it in your preferred location on your machine. Now come back to our Inkscape document. Go to File menu, click on Import. Go to folder where the logo is saved. Select the spoken tutorial logo and click on Open. A new dialog box opens up. Click on OK. Now the logo is imported on our canvas. Resize it to 100 by 100 pixels. Place it on the top left corner of the header area. Now type the text Spoken Tutorial. Make it bold. Change the text font size to 48. Place it to the right of the logo. After this, type the text Partner with us, help bridge the digital divide. Change the font size to 20. Next, let us add some text. I have already saved a sample text in the LibreOffice Writer document on my machine. This sample text has been provided to you in the code files. Please locate it in your saved folder. Now, I will copy and paste this text in the empty space on my poster. Change the font size to 28. Set the line spacing. Create bullets and place before each sentence. We will add 2 images below that. As before, import them one by one. I have saved them in the Images folder. These images have been provided to you in the code files. Please locate them in your saved folder. Select the images and resize them. Move them to the bottom area of the poster. Let us write the contact details at the footer area. Once again, copy and paste the text from LibreOffice Writer document. Change the font size to 18. Now our poster is ready. Next, let us learn how to save it in PDF format. Go to File and click on Save As. A dialog box appears. Choose the folder in which you want to save. I will choose Desktop. Change the format to PDF by clicking on the drop-down list at the bottom right of the dialog box. Here in the name field, type spoken-tutorial-poster, then click on Save button. Our poster is saved in the desktop. Let us go to our desktop and check our poster. So we have the poster in PDF format. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we learned to change the document properties, design an A4 poster, saving the poster in PDF. Here is an assignment for you. Create an A4 poster for Spoken Tutorial project. Your completed assignment should look like this. The video available at the following link summarizes the Spoken Tutorial project. Please watch it. The Spoken Tutorial project team conducts workshops and give certificates for those who pass an online test. For more details, please write to us. Spoken Tutorial project is supported by the NME ICT MHRD Government of India. More information on this mission is available at this link. We have come to the end of this tutorial. This is Aarti and Saurabh from IIT Bombay signing off. Thanks for joining.